Welcome to Trend Reddit, where I share interesting, useful, and inspiring content. Let's explore the world together through the videos I create. Don't forget to click the follow button so you don't miss anything new. Thank you for visiting and hope we have great experiences together. Leah Harris stood tall, her uniform crisp against the humid Atlanta air, as she stepped off the bus, the city skyline a bittersweet sight after 2 long tours in Afghanistan. At 35, she wore the scars of battle, both visible and hidden, with a fierce pride. Each medal pinned to her chest was a testament to her bravery, a badge of honor from her years of service. Yet, the return home felt daunting, a stark contrast to the camaraderie of the battlefield. Hoping for a taste of normalcy, Leah chose a popular steakhouse in Buckhead, eager to savor a well-deserved meal. As she entered, however, she was met with hushed whispers and judgmental stares. The bustling restaurant, a place she imagined would welcome her back, felt hostile. When she approached the hostess stand, her heart sank as the cold dismissal hit her, no tables available, despite the many empty seats scattered around. The manager's dismissive gaze pierced through her uniform, suggesting she seek another establishment. Humiliated and fuming, Leah turned away, her anger bubbling beneath the surface, determined to make her voice heard. Upon entering the restaurant, Leah was met with whispers, sneers, and judgment from other patrons. It was as if her uniform made her a target for disdain. When she approached the hostess stand, eager to enjoy her meal, she was coldly informed that there were no tables available. Leah glanced around, clearly seeing several open ones, her frustration mounting. Just as she was about to voice her disbelief, the restaurant manager stepped in. His dismissive demeanor suggested he had already judged her based on her appearance and uniform. "Maybe you should find a different establishment," he suggested, a hint of condescension in his voice. The words stung, leaving Leah feeling small and unwelcome. Humiliated, she left the restaurant without causing a scene, though her heart raced with anger and a sense of deep disrespect. In that moment, she resolved to take her fight to a larger platform, vowing not to let this injustice go unchallenged. Humiliated and seething with anger, Leah stepped outside the restaurant, the evening air feeling heavy with disappointment. Instead of responding directly at the moment, she decided to take her fight to a larger platform, social media. That night, Leah sat on her couch, her fingers trembling slightly as she typed her thoughts into a Twitter post. She recounted the discriminatory treatment she faced, the words of the manager still echoing in her mind. She attached photos of the half-empty restaurant, her uniform a stark contrast to the luxurious decor around her, and added a photo of herself in her military attire. If you find it interesting, please like it. If not, please comment number 1. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. As she clicked post, Leah felt a mix of apprehension and determination. She knew she had to shine a light on the injustice she faced. The weight of her experience pressed on her, but she was ready to let the world know. Her voice would no longer be silenced. Leah's post quickly gained traction, her words resonating with countless others. Within hours, it had thousands of likes, retweets, and comments, drawing attention from veterans, civil rights activists, and everyday citizens. The hashtag #StandWithLeah began to trend, amplifying her story across the internet. As more people shared their own experiences of discrimination, Leah felt a swell of support wash over her. Her story transformed from a personal affront into a rallying cry for justice. Celebrities began to weigh in, amplifying her voice and reaching an audience Leah never anticipated. The post sparked a viral conversation about how veterans and other marginalized groups are mistreated, challenging society to confront its biases. In this moment, Leah realized her fight had become much larger than herself. The pain of her humiliation morphed into a movement, and she stood at the forefront, ready to lead the charge for change. Local news outlets quickly picked up Leah's story, leading to television coverage of her experience. Interviews with her showcased the raw emotion behind her humiliation, and her voice echoed through homes across the country. The media attention turned her ordeal into a symbol of a broader issue: discrimination against those who serve the country. As the news spread, protests erupted outside the restaurant, with veterans and community members uniting to call for justice and accountability. Signs declaring "Honor our veterans" and "Justice for Leah" filled the streets, a powerful display of solidarity. Leah watched from afar, a mix of pride and disbelief swelling in her chest. Her heart raced as she saw her fellow veterans marching, their voices raised in unison, demanding respect for their service. The outrage ignited a fire in the community, and Leah knew her battle was far from over. She had sparked a movement, and she was determined to see it through. Leah's determination led her to file a lawsuit against the restaurant for racial discrimination and mistreatment of a veteran. As her case gained national attention, it became a focal point for discussions about veterans' rights and equality. The outpouring of support from the community and beyond only strengthened her resolve. After a tense period of legal proceedings, Leah won the settlement, a significant victory not just for herself but for all who had faced similar injustices. With the funds, she established a nonprofit organization called HonorBound, dedicated to advocating for veterans facing discrimination. The restaurant's reputation collapsed under the weight of the backlash, and within months, it shut down. Leah felt a bittersweet satisfaction as she watched the establishment that had humiliated her fall from grace. Her experience had turned into a catalyst for change, and through HonorBound, she began to support veterans across the country, ensuring that their voices would be heard and respected. Leah's experience transformed from personal humiliation into a national movement for justice. The momentum of her story continued to resonate, inspiring countless individuals to share their own experiences of discrimination. HonorBound grew into a powerful organization, mobilizing resources and advocacy efforts for veterans facing similar challenges. As Leah expanded the nonprofit's reach, she organized community events and workshops, fostering awareness and education about the struggles veterans face upon returning home. Her tireless efforts earned her recognition, not just as a veteran but as a leader and advocate for change. Leah's story became a beacon of hope, illustrating how one person's fight against injustice can spark lasting change. The support she received reinforced her belief in the power of community and resilience. With each veteran she helped, Leah felt the weight of her past lifting, replaced by a sense of purpose. She was no longer just a veteran, she was a champion for those who served, ensuring their sacrifices would never be forgotten. Thank you for reading this story. See you in a new and better story.